Alright, what's going on, guys? Xsplzit back with another Path of Exile 2 video. If you caught my last video, I bricked the character, completely messed it up. Spent way too much time trying to gear for it when I didn't switch the ascendancy. Well, long story short, lesson learned. I switched my ascendancy on my Warbringer into the Titan. And I linked, I can't remember his name, Shadow Edwin. I linked his showcase on the Path of Exile forums, which it has his Path of Building, PoE Ninja, and it has, videos on his, entire build setup. It's recommended for a level 96. As you can see, I'm level 95, so I'm still leveling this guy. I don't have my ascendancy yet, my last points for some more maximum life per second and more maximum life, but pretty much following his guide to the T. I enjoyed his video, a lot of good information. I think this build is pretty fun so far, so we're going to try to push it tonight. There's a lot of armor applying as different elements. We'll go back over the gear in a second, but I was trying to show you guys just while I was finishing my food, my dinner. So there's a lot of armor stacking in this build. There's definitely a lot of defensive layers, but we don't have any elemental resistance, so that's why we're stacking a lot of armor. I'm getting into the crit side of it now. We're getting our infusion remnants, doing a lot of weapon swapping, but it's pretty easy. Oh, this one, he recommended fulmination and toxic something. It gives you immunity to poison. I couldn't find one with both of them, and I bought one of each, and then I realized after the fact that I can only socket one at a time, so I went with this one for now. The main thing is my helmet does have more armor than evasion, so I'm immune to bleeding, I think, even though there's 0 evasion rating. So, and then fulmination is increased flammability magnitude and then damage with hits against ignited enemies. So I went with that one for now. I can show you guys my other gem that I'm thinking about swapping to. Was there a gem over here? I think there was. Alright, this is just some life regen and armor. It's going to go away once I get a little bit more currency. Shout out to my friend Tuscaloosa, who actually helped me build this guy, because I spent over 20 divines on the build yesterday with the witch, and then it didn't work. And I spent what little bit I scraped up on this character, and it was working, and he blessed me with about 20 to 30 divines, because he said he's done with the season. So he was able to, I showed him the build, I showed him how it was working, and he just threw me a bunch of divines so I can try to make it a little bit better. We got the Undying Hate, the right one this time with Tech Rod. That's why it wasn't working on my Blood Mage. I had the wrong tribute going. But that is turning Chaos Inoculation into Sacrifice of Blood, which gives us more life regen. It does cost more life when we use our skills, but it's going to get us so much life regen. And yeah, for the most part, I need to come grab some more crit chance, some more meta skills gaining energy. I still need to get more crit damage here, and then work my way back over here. I can actually go for this next if I want, but more crit damage bonus. So I'll probably be grabbing these actually before I get Throw Seeker. Then we have another jewel here that just gives us a +1 to time of need, and I'll go over that briefly. You guys can, his build guide is more in depth, and he knows a lot more about this build. I'm still brand new to it. So he's going to have more information for you guys in the description if you guys want to check it out. That being said, my gear, this is the main damage builder, or damage of the build. And you guys can see we're getting spell damage per 100 maximum mana, and then we're also getting spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles. In combination with the 2 runes I have in there, we got a over 100% chance to fire 2 additional projectiles. We're getting extra damage as all elements. That's going to come into play later. Let me start with the helmet. So the helmet, increase max life, that's good. We put the armor applies to cold damage, that's good. But the having no elemental resistances is what's allowing me to actually use the gold ring. So even though we're -27 fire, -10 cold res, the reason I'm using this ring is for the spirit and the max life. And we're mirroring that with Kalandra's touch. And because of the helmet, our resistances are 0 anyways. And they don't go under it. So it doesn't matter that Venter's Gambler Ring has the negative effects of reses on there. So I went out and found a better one that was just positives on the life, spirit, and rarity that didn't break the bank. It goes up to 80 on the life and 20 on the spirit, but I'm right at the spirit threshold, so I'm good. And then I maxed out the rarity because I still want to find good stuff. I already found a 3 divine item earlier, just kind of messing around mapping. And for amulet, it's mainly spirit. But then we got the plus level to all spell skills, life, spell damage, cast speed, things you want for, a spellcaster. On the boots, we have the armor applying as lightning, and one of the main things we want to have on the boots, gloves, and chest piece is the armor also applies to elemental damage. So you notice that we have it on the boots, we have it on the chest piece. I can still get a better chest piece, but this one had high armor, and that's what I wanted to try first, was stacking the armor. And now I need to start stacking life. And then the gloves also have the armor applies to elemental damage. And then I threw the rune in, soul core, that gives armor applies as fire damage. So we got fire damage in the gloves, we have lightning damage in the boots, and we have cold damage in the helmet. Just wanted some chaos, mainly was armor, life, mana. Because again, the more mana we have, the higher damage we get from the Ravenous Staff. My mana is not that great right now. I definitely need to start stacking it a little bit better. But I just noticed I'm going to take this off because this character I'm not concerned with energy shield recharge. I don't have energy shield. So I'm just going to get a regular freeze charm. We're using this for some more chaos damage or chaos resistance. And I'm still using Spirit of the Bear. He doesn't recommend this. He actually is using, I believe, just a stun charm and then like a bleed charm. But because I had to make a little variation, I'm leaving this on now. And then we can always go back to the silver charm, which is the one that gives onslaught. So just more skill speed, more movement speed. But you'll see the skill speed that's unbuffed, so it works out really well in maps. Let me find a freeze charm real quick. I forget where they are. Oh, they're in flasks. All right. See, I should have just a standard freeze charm. And I guess I could use the other one. I was hoping I had one that has more charges. Now we'll do this one. Put that one back in there, equip that. Yeah, I completely gutted my Thorns character, but I did, like I said, switch the Ascendancy first, which was pretty important. I Still don't have, like I said, the last part of the Ascendancy, so we'll get to that. And yeah, this build's been pretty awesome so far. Oh, I can go over these real quick, sorry. Oh man, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. DPS sucks right now. Still trying to build it all up. But I did want to stream because I promised you guys I would make a new character and run the Blood Mage. But when I got up, I did a long talk with some of my buddies, and I decided instead of making a new character, let's just try this build that was actually featured from Path of Exile. They actually featured this build on their homepage, so I decided to give it a shot. I did make a few variations from his, and that was just because of the cost of some of the items. But in the Scattering Calamity, which is the main star of the build, Compressed Duration, Swift Affliction, Considered Casting, Pinpoint Critical, he has a 5th gem, but I don't have a level 20. Even though it's 22, it needs to be a level 20 on the actual staff, and I only have a 19. So I'm missing that last skill slot. Sigil of Power, Prolonged Duration, Rapid Casting, Magnified Area, and we're popping this with our, I forgot to show that one, the second wand or staff. This is really just, I mean, it has plus of fire skills, and that's mainly because of Flame Wall and Elemental Weakness all can scale from fire spell skills. So pretty much this staff is using the main skill, everything else is using this staff right here. And then we have Cast on Crit, and we're using Frost Darts. He talks about in his video that you can use Ember Fullisade, but you end up generating more Fullisades than you can spend. So with Frost Darts, it's an instant. You know, it builds up and hits instantly when it casts on Crit and casts on Elemental Ailment. So these are both mirrored, you'll see. Boundless Energy on both of them, just so they can gain more energy. Elemental Focus, so they can deal more damage, because we're not worried about them inflicting ailments, because we're going to do that in another way. Energy Retention just gives them a chance to fill up faster, because they get their energy back, so that way the meta skills can trigger more often. And then in this one is the only difference. He has Blindside in Cast on Crit, and Blind 2 in Cast on Elemental Ailment. And that's just giving us the chance to blind and then dealing more crit damage bonus against those blinded enemies, and more chance. Time of Need is how we're getting our curses and elemental ailments basically gone from us, and we're getting life. And he shouts out the guy Nito, so I want to shout out him too, for coming up with this tech. But using Compressed Duration, you can see every time my character is glowing, that's the Time of Need. So it's healing me and it's cleansing me of all elemental ailments. His is a lot faster. I'm trying to get there, so bear with me. I'm only level 85, and this is a level 96 build, so we're pushing it though. On Flame Wall, we have Fortress, and that's just so it's easier for us to get the actual fire damage added to our skills. And then Prolonged Duration makes it last longer, Rapid Casting, Fire Mastery for more levels, and then Magnified Area, so it's bigger. And again, these are casting with my secondary staff, so they have the +7 to fire skills. So it doesn't show it right here, but it's actually a level 29 when I cast it. Frost Bomb, this is actually giving us, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the elemental exposure, so we can deal more damage, because we have a lot of cold, lightning, and fire damage added to our main skill. Prolonged Duration makes it last longer, Potent Exposure, Long Fuse, so it takes longer to detonate, and I think it lasts, I want to say this thing lasts like 20 seconds, he said. Once the Frost Bomb hits, it'll last for 20 seconds on an enemy. Magnified Area, bigger area, and then Rapid Casting makes it faster. Ice Nova, this actually consumes cold infusions and leaves chilled ground for us, so it's a good defensive layer, and as well as you can throw it at the boss and create that chilled ground, so now the boss is slowed a little bit. Prolonged Duration, Encroaching Ground, which I thought was cool. I've never used this before, but it gains 20% increased area of effect per second, up to a maximum of 100%. So I thought that was cool. Persistent ground and inflicts 30% less cooldown recovery rate. Magnified area, astral projection. And elemental weakness is awesome. He doesn't use it except on bosses, but I'm actually using it through mapping just because I'm not there yet with all my points. But elemental weakness, you know, it reduces the monster's elemental res, but with heightened cursed ground, prolonged duration, magnified area, ritualistic curse. I wanted to show you guys how it erupts and how big it is. Look at that area, and it lasts for a while. You know, that I thought, yeah, pretty cool tech right there. This is the Sigil of Power, not near as big. You know, this is the Sigil of Power area that I have, and then you compare that. What else do we got? Oh, the numbers are bugging out. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And Orb of Storms. So I did need to cover something on this that I had to watch this video the second time to understand it fully. So we have overabundance, and we only need one. But we want the less skill effect duration on all of this stuff. Like, we want it to last as quick as, you know, short as possible. So compressed duration. Harmonic remnants is every time Orb of Storms expires, it's going to drop a lightning remnant. But we have a node that's going to give us a chance to have all of the remnants, not just lightning. But every time it expires, it's going to give us a remnant, right? And then harmonic remnants is going to create an additional one, well, 20% chance, and then it lets us collect it from further away. Rapid casting, just so we can cast it faster, and then swift affliction, so it does everything quicker. Like I said, we want the least amount of duration, because right here, orb leaves behind a lightning infusion remnant when it expires. So when we have that one down, and then we can use another one, you guys will see his is a lot faster, and I gotta figure out that tech, but we're gaining some of the remnants on our character. And then with all in combination with everything else, you're going to start seeing not only the green and the blue, but you also see the darker blue and the fire, obviously, from the flame wall. Going through the flame wall and everything definitely ramps up the damage. And again, you know, flame wall is set just for the second. Orb of Storms just for the second. Scattering Calamities, it's tied to my main weapon. Elemental Weakness just for the second. So everything's set on the second, except for the main damage dealer. Sigil of Power comes with the second one, so it has to be on there. One thing that I don't like, no, I guess I can get rid of this. I never needed that. Yeah. One thing I don't like, and I wanted to move this while I'm looking at it. Anytime I go into a new area, you see my R1 is this. Right? When I go into a new area, for some reason, and I don't know if there's a setting, maybe I can try to find, but I've only experienced this with this weapon. It goes away. So at the beginning of every map or every area, I have to put this back on. And then you would say, oh, it's in skill options to bind it. Where? You can't. It just, it gives you the rundown of the damage. It gives you the explosion. You know. Yeah, there's no way to actually set it to your weapon 1 because it's already tied to weapon 1. But watch this. When I go back, it's going to go away again. So I don't know if that's just a console bug or... You see how it went away? And then I have to go back in and set it again. So that's kind of messed up, you know. But other than that, I haven't really had much need to worry about that. I mean, I can get past that. We've been selling. Yeah, he uses 2 of these rings, but obviously not these stats. And when I looked for rings that matched his stats, we were talking about 50 to 100 divines per ring, and he's using 2 of them. But he had it where there was spirit on there. He also had it where there was the armor deals elemental damage and max life, and when I looked at those rings, they were just too expensive for me. So luckily these are cheap. Because of the fact that there's negative resistances, people sell these. I think I got this one for 10 or 20 exalted orbs. You know what I mean? This costs like a divine. So, you know, this ring is actually really cheap. I actually have a bunch of them that I was messing around with, and then that's why I went to buy a little bit better. This helmet is, as far as I know, it's not that cheap because I had 2 in my stash. I corrupted one and didn't get what I wanted. I corrupted this one and also didn't get what I wanted. So I'm using this one. I was trying to get more max life. But yeah, so that's the overview of all of the build. Still need to go grab my last points in the Ascendancy, but I wanted to push some levels a little bit, get more crit damage because the bossing can be a little bit of a challenge for me right now. Oops, I meant to grab those. 20 exalts isn't shit anymore. I didn't realize, but yeah, it made somebody's day. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we're gonna be doing some 15s. I'll probably die a lot, still getting used to the mechanics. But yeah, I mean, regardless, we'll have fun, and it'll be a little bit better than trying to make another character and bricking it, because at least I was for sure this character is working. We'll see how far it can go, but it's definitely working for now. And I'm just throwing things in here that have experience. I'm trying to get as many levels quickly. But you guys are going to see, like, as soon as I go in here, that skill is going to come back off. So once I figure out how to stop that from happening, that'll be awesome. But if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. I'm going to mute my mic, and but there it is. You see how it already went away every time. So once you get that part down, it's not so bad.
With all the gods dead, I suppose I should turn my full attention to you. We shall see how far you
Tower! like the one back in Freight.
Coming on me hard. Still gotta get more life. As you guys can see, you kind of kill yourself with certain skills. So I don't recommend leveling up as much as I did, because when I was lower on the, what I mean by that is the skill gems. When I was lower on the skill gems, I was actually surviving more. But you know me, I'm hard-headed, so I wanted to make everything at least 18 or higher. And now it's using more life to cast because it's normally mana, but it's converted to life. So I'm thinking about making them come back down a little bit, but we'll see. And I may have to not run. I may have to not run these delirious, you know, juiced out tier 15s, and just go for like some white or blue maps, or even drop it down to 14s. Because like I said, I need to gain more levels. Definitely need to get a few more. So I kind of want these two, but I think I'm gonna undo these two actually and go for this area after finishing this area. I missed this in his guide when I was making it, but all this critical damage bonus and critical hit chance. So I think I'm gonna go that way.
I'm not ready.
No worries. I'm squishy. I'm squishy at the moment. We'll get it all fixed. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely drop from doing the, you know, all this. I'm gonna not run maps that have all those modifiers anymore until we get our 4th ascendancy. don't know where these monsters are. I didn't realize I had this infinite breach in this area. I guess I could have looked. Is it even in there? Oh yeah, there it is. There they are. I don't know why I'm not getting the remnants. I have something wrong on the build, because he was generating a lot of remnants just doing this. I have to figure that part out still, but still having fun.
Spoils war.
We'll just keep it moving. I drop regular, no. We'll just run that one for now.
yourself! Will best you!
I don't know if you guys see that, but there's the abyssal inside of here with the boss. That's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna try to draw him out. This build is definitely going to break the audio at some point. I can see that coming. Yeah. Not bad for only, 6 ascendancy points. And only being, what am I, 87 now? I enjoy it. I mean, it's not as fast as Deadeye by any means, but it's different and it's fun. And also, if you guys wanted to see, the staff actually looks pretty cool as well. It's all green, and then when you're using it, oh, skill went away because I changed locations. There we go. But I don't even remember where I got this cosmetic, but I was like, I'm gonna use it because I thought it looked a little cooler. And then I put the goblin on, so Yeah, we're gonna do this real quick.
I have a different plan.
So I definitely still want, you know, all this energy. Meta skills gain energy, crit chance, and then this is feeding back and forth between the two. Because you get increased crit chance if you triggered a skill. Well, you're gonna trigger skills constantly, so that's gonna always be up, you know, throughout the map. And then your meta skills are gaining energy and triggering more often. But for now, I'm gonna take those points out and get some more crit damage, crit chance. Reduce crit hit chance against me. So I believe this is giving us 2 curses. No. There was a way you can get 2 curses. Oh, there's Whispers of Doom. But I don't think we want that yet.
What is it?
Oh, and froze. Exceptional, but all it was the extra quality of 1%. Those aren't going to sell. They want me to go do my ascendancy, huh? I need a lower victorious, because I already have Cowardly Fate and Deadly Fate, so I need a lower victorious, and I would go in there right now, but... Yo, 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 what's up, Maya? The Rambo build is working. Tell Tuscaloosa I said thank you for the investment. It's paying off. I forget these don't automatically go where I want them yet. Because we don't have a breach page. $57, I'll sell that. It's not a bad Everlasting Gaze, actually. I'll sell all that. One chaos.
Someone is bound to buy that.
Got no room in there. Yeah, stocked up. I need to get rid of all these jewels that never sold. I stocked up on amulets and some maps, some rings, some random stuff.
Seems like a good deal.
Alright, I kind of want to get away from the simulacrum ones for now. You know, I know what I can do.
Go on.
This should allow me to
This is all we have.
get some regular base 15s going.
See what you can achieve with that.
We'll go reforge that. There we go. Just a white 15. I don't need to do anything crazy in this area anymore. I want to do this, but Abyssals still, you know, until I get leveled up a little bit more, Abyssals can still hurt. All right, here we go. Let's just do this. Where are we at on our XP? Not bad. Level 86. Level 86. I'm gonna tell you guys, I've killed myself so many times by running in here and not re-putting my skill on and then doing this. And I get hit and, you know, it's just draining my health. Yeah. I'm still getting used to everything. thought I was doing a different map. I didn't even look. See, that was me. I cast way too much and I was killing myself before even taking the damage. So I do that a lot, unfortunately. Oh, he's proximal tangibility. I wasn't reading. I was like, why is he not dying? I did better on the harder maps. Go figure. Alright, I gotta stop messing with that guy. He's killed me 3 times. I've lost more XP in here than I've gained. Oh, really? GGG? Really? Just gonna... Yeah. Okay, cool. spawn you in where you can get stuck. It's a beta. I mean, I might could try Fourth Ascendancy. I don't know if I have the damage output yet. I may wait until I get this one more point and then go try the Ascendancy. I can even take off this extra armor and maybe the life would help. You know what, let's do that right now, just to test it.
I've changed my mind.
Just make sure what's going on up here. Yeah, I mean... I'm not sure how he was creating his remnants so fast with Orbistorm. Like his Orbistorms was like going away immediately, and I'm still not sure on how that was. I gotta watch that part again. See the remnants down there, so or they were popping up. Maybe I should just try a base map. This one's got nothing on it. I don't know if Grimhaven's good, but I'll use one of these on that just so I can get a little bit more XP from the tablets. These are my rarities. I don't want to waste a rarity yet. This one was low, 89%. That's low. Oh, less recovery rate of life. This might get us killed, but you know what? We'll try it. Only two. Alright. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, again, we gotta put the skill back on. That's not the right one. The reason I have Sigil of Power in all these slots is just so no matter what, if I panic and put it down, it's gonna hit. I probably should change two of these to duplicates of my Ice Nova and Frost Bomb. Yeah.
Feel my wrath!
Oh shit, right off the bat. Alright. Sit down. build is definitely slow moving, but as long as it's gonna melt bosses, I still have all my lightning arrow builds for speed clear, speed farming. Yeah. Oh, he's teleporting on me? What the hell? Alright. Yeah, abyssals, I just gotta stay away from abyssals for now. After I try to kill this one. I don't know how abyssals are so overtuned, but they are. Wasn't even worth it.
Yeah, we'll bet you.
there's another ritual. See that.
Nice.
Let's see what happens.
Hey Maya, make sure you tell Tusk that I'm making his money back. His investment is going to be paid back in full. I gotta do something with the sound. This build is maybe I'll put it down to here and just turn these down. Yeah. give that a shot.
say he's seen me.
I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna wing it.
Gold is useless to me. Indeed.
I mean, I guess I could try. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I'll try. It might just be me. I haven't seen this thing go off once. Now watch, because I took it off, I'm gonna die to chaos damage. But every time I looked at it, it had a charge, and it didn't look like I ever saw it at 0. So. I may try to find, let's find a lower victorious, and then we'll beat it, and then put all of them in and see what happens.
What's new?
Wait. There we go. Filter? Nope. Alright. Oh yeah, I can. Can I do waste stone? Ultimatum trial. What? Alright, area level. I think the minimum's what, 75? So let's do max 75. Okay, let's do minimum 75. There we go. Damn, these things are expensive. we want to try to guarantee it. I mean, there's no guarantee, but increase our chances. Is cowardly the one we need? No, see, we need victorious. Damn. Fuck it.
I'll tend to the books.
I'll just have to buy another fucking
Hail.
fragment. It'll be alright. Oh, what do we got here? Victorious is what I need. Please don't be crazy expensive. I only got 6 chaos orbs. Oh shit. What do we got? Guess we gotta trade that divine in already. Damn. Oops.
I'll post it right away.
I don't know why it does that automatic switch. Oh fuck. I should trade some chaos for Exalt so I don't waste that many. I mean, it's not wasting much, but you know what I mean? That's funny that they don't go up. It'll go the other way, but it won't go down.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
That'll give me an extra cowardly if I beat it.
Have an order?
Yeah, cowardly ones I think are the most expensive, so.
I will never tire of your struggles. Let's not make a habit out of losing. A fine choice indeed. Are you ready, challenger? wipe that smile off your face. The exceptional are more common than you think. Don't give up so early. One cannot outrun time. Stay close or perish. Don't give up so early. Drown in a sea of vines. A bird will do anything to feed its young. You may possess strength after all.
I knew they were going to do it to me. All of these are terrible in my opinion. But I think this is the least. Just got to make sure when I kill anything, I run away. Especially when on the blood trial. This one just sucks. And this one's death. Yeah. Watch me end up getting the Ruin Shade also. That's the other one that's terrible.
They will not rest until you have perished. Kill them all.
I hate that one, but I hate the other ones more. So this, we might be alright. It's only 75. Just gotta keep telling myself that. Only 75.
Halfway. Impressive. Your guilt weighs you down. The rituals require blood.
This is the one I was worried about. This one's gonna suck.
Face me!
Good that it's not doing as much damage, but I have definitely got bombarded by those things and lost a run.
Halfway. Impressive.
Halfway. Alright, so this is going to get me killed with those volatile fiends. Alright, I guess we're running
Their
this.
indomitable spirit protects them. Don't stare for too long. Challenger. You may possess strength after all. Unrelenting and unyielding determination. Bring death. many make it this far, mortal.
All of these suck. Alright.
Coagulated masses befall you. Stay close or perish.
I'm gonna clear all the ads first. I know more are gonna drop down, but
Challenger, worthy of praise. Lacking both depth and perception. The Var engineered some of the fiercest creatures ever existed. Continue to surprise me, Challenger.
I wish.
I will carry the wisdom of the Var.
Wish I could just get him that way. Right? Alright, here we go.
I applaud you, Challenger. Not many survive this long.
Oh, I should have went and got my golden charm filled.
Well done, challenger. But there is one more trial you must complete. Defeat me and prove your worth to chaos.
Oh, he takes away all my buffs? That's crazy. I didn't know he did that.
My service is finally over.
I didn't know he was gonna wipe out all my sigils.
This is over.
And my service continues. Make it quick.
Nice. All right, we got that out of the way. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put us right at 96.
Yes.
Have an order? I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
Well, that didn't last long. Normally you can corrupt that thing like 5 or 6, sometimes 10, 12 times. Yeah. That didn't last long. It corrupted it, and took off the corruption, and yeah. Gone in 2 tries. And not even a good one that it went to. Yeah. Oh well. This will go in my Thorns build stash. can this go? Mid-range on the evasion. Wait, do I already have it? Yeah.
What's new?
Hi, how's your race?
Hey, what's up, Initial? How's my res? Oh, terrible. 0, 0, 0. I need to get my chaos up to 18, but the reason we're at 0 is because of the helmet. We don't have any elemental res with this build. So even though I have negative res on my rings, you know, negative fire, negative cold, and then I'm mirroring that, so double negative. Because of the helmet, we actually don't need any elemental res.
Are you
So,
on CI?
yes and no. So it is the CI node, but it doesn't work. Sorry, it doesn't work the same because I have the Tech Rod Timeless Jewel, which turns what is it? Chaos Inoculation into Sacrifice. That's what I also have. No mana in this build. It's all life costs, and we're regenerating a lot of life. Currently, I'm only up to like 800 life per second, but this build can go up to 3,000 if I can stack more life and get a little bit more regen. We'll run this just to see how it feels. No, I'll run a juiced up. We'll run a juiced map. I think I have a juiced area too. I don't know if this one's juiced or not. Rare? No, not really.
HMMM, how's mapping? Really like to try this build, but market is so expensive now late in the league.
How's mapping? Mapping's pretty good. I'm still trying to level up a little bit. Just got the 4th Ascendancy done. And still trying to catch up on some of the skill points. It is expensive. Believe it or not, the most expensive thing on the build for a single item, I think, was a jewel. This one was 9 divine. Yeah, this alone was 9 for the Tech Rod. And that's what, you know, there's another jewel that was out there that I couldn't even buy because it was like 20. And I want to say that there was a pair of other rings. These are his second choice rings from the build guide I'm following. The original rings are like 100 divine right now, so I couldn't afford that. We did drop, actually we dropped, I think I dropped like 11 or 12 on the chest piece.
Is the staff.
I don't have a level 20 staff. I went for a level 19. You'll save about anywhere from 10 to 30 divine just getting a level 19. The only thing you don't get is that 5th socket. You know, without being a level 20, you miss out on the 5th socket, but I'm selling a cheap one.
What's new?
I don't mean to like promote my gear, but I bought 2. I'm selling this one for 8. I paid 9 for it, but I'm selling it for 8 because I put it up for 10 and nobody was buying it, so I dropped it to 9. Nobody was buying it. I dropped it to 8. It's the reason I'm not using it. Like, I corrupted it and got the 3rd socket, but I was trying to actually get another stat for being corrupted. It's not the greatest on the chance for spell skills. However, when you look at it this way, see, it's at 47% spell skills. When you add the 2 runes or the 2 soul cores, that's going to add another 50%. chance for spell skills to fire additional projectiles. So you end up on this current one I'm trying to sell, or even if you can find one cheaper, if you get that around 50% with the 2 rune sockets, you're going to get 100% chance. And then the increased spell damage, yeah, the higher that is, the more expensive they get. They get pretty crazy. So I just went for a 6%. Same with my current one here. It's just a 6% because it was a lot cheaper. You know, it's still over. You know, it's corrupted to go over. However, it just...
I'm getting bored now with the Thor Mjolnir build.
You're getting bored with Thor Mjolnir build? Would really like to try. It's fun. If you want to see me map with it, again, I'm missing 9 points currently in the passive tree. So I'm going to die, more than likely. But I'm missing some key nodes right here. Especially the increased crit chance and meta skills getting more energy. So I'm missing all this. Those 4 points. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the 9 points that I'm missing on the build. Throat Seeker for more damage. You know, crit damage bonus. So I'll run a juiced map. You'll see that, you know, I'm going to die. But I feel like once I get those nodes, it's going to be a little bit better. Yeah, this one's fine. It's just got 25 additional cleanse monsters, but I'll put, you know, a Delirious Waystone. I want to try to find... Okay, this one has 1 revive at least.
Super excited on December 4th announcement for 0.
Super excited December 4th? Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I can't wait. I'll probably die in this map, yeah. But it'll be alright. I don't mind dying. I have 7 other characters, all different ascendancies. Excuse me, 6 other characters. Do we want rarity in there? No. Just want some XP. I just gotta get this XP. One thing I've noticed about this build, for some reason the skill, every time I change locations, it takes the skill away. So if I don't remember to do it right off the bat, I can really hurt myself. And sometimes I forget to ramp up my life regen. But every time I enter a map, I have to put that back on. Which is kind of annoying, but...
Unstable ground won't stop me.
Oh yeah, I think it's a bug.
Yeah, they'll get it fixed. Definitely not the fastest build for clearing. I do feel like once I get it all squared away, it's gonna be just a breeze, though. Now, this is a little bit skewed. I forgot to even show you guys my atlas. This is a little skewed in the fact that I don't have all the boss points in. I don't. I have all 10 of them, but that was mainly for my Deadeye builds, or my Lightning Arrow builds. However, I do have 6 in Simulacrums. So all my Simulacrum maps are juiced to 6. All the breaches are 8 of 8. So it's a little skewed on the bossing. because I had to take points out while I'm leveling up to where I was at with my other characters. So I just wanted to show you guys that. But I do have all the map points in. And some of the ritual. I don't even know what's going on. Couldn't even see my character. Not bad for 0 res, right?
I need more time.
So, I mean, not bad. It's 50% delirious, which means we deal less damage, I think, and they deal more. 50%, 56% more monster life. They're taking reduced damage, so I mean, it's holding up. It's no lightning arrow build for sure, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if the sound went out in the game or just in my headset. Do you guys have sound? Or did I break the sound again? Someone let me know in the comments if y'all could, if y'all can hear sound or not. Because I don't have any sound on my end. It's always the Abyssal that does it too. Every character that this has happened on, it's been during an Abyssal map. Is it really? I hope I don't have to end the stream. Damn it, GGG, address this on December 4th. Does anybody out there have sound? Might have to restart the stream. The downside of that is, man, we were getting some traction on this one. Had some people watching, interaction. You know, I like that kind of stuff. I just like playing the game and, you know, chatting with people. I'll probably drop the price on this if you are still there, initial. Depending on what the market's looking like. I did pay a little bit for it. So let me see if 8's too much, if I'm asking too much. So you don't want any of these. Maybe the maximum number of infusions, but you don't want any of this stuff. So I mean, you can get them as cheap as, yeah, one exalt, but it's really the stats you're looking for. Is the increased spell damage per 100 maximum mana. That's one of them. You're looking for, damn, what's the other stuff I have on mine? Let me look at it. Spell damage and then spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles. The increased desecrated modifier magnitudes, I don't think. Oh, actually, those do help. Those do help. That's actually how it's going above the normal 5%. Because, see, this one rolled as a 4, but it shows as a 6 because it's the increase to desecrated modifier magnitudes. The chance for spells to fire twice was actually only at 35%, but then it bumps it to a 57%. So those are the 3 main modifiers you want. And if I'm not mistaken, when you start to look for those modifiers is when this thing can get a little bit pricey. We can put a cap so we don't have to see all the... we can put a cap of 10 div. And... so yeah, look, so there's one for 1 div and it still doesn't have what you need. If you're going for the warrior version, I know that there's a blood mage version too that might be a little bit different. Or I found a blood mage version that doesn't even use this staff. It's using Ember Fulisade, but kind of achieving the same. It's actually the character I bricked on my last video yesterday. Spent 4 hours trying to fix it and then forgot to change the ascendancy and brick the character. So another thing is you're looking for the skill. I forgot. So Feast of Flesh is not the skill you want. You know, so you have to find one that has the skill, first off, which could be hard to get. His Foul Emergence, nope, we want It's his something, but I can't. It's not that one. Here, let's just go up to 10 and then look for it. It'll be a little easier to find it that way. Damn, can't even find it. Maybe someone should buy mine. I might have to go back up to 10. Yeah, you don't even find, even at 10. His winnowing, nope. I mean, does it, maybe I can do it this way. No, it won't let me change the skill. I mean, I know it exists for 9 because that's what mine's at, but I can't even find one to show you. Wait, there it was. Yeah, his scattering calamity. So, see, this one doesn't have the spell damage per max mana. So even this one isn't recommended based off of the guide that I'm following. When Path of Exile did the build showcase for, I think it was Shadow Edwin. And then this one you would still have to corrupt to try to get 3 sockets. So that's why I kind of priced mine how I did. Like, I'm trying to sell it. Like I said, I went down to 8. I think I paid 11. I can't remember, 10 or 11. And then I or paid 9 and was trying to sell it at 10. Now I put it down to 8. But yeah, so the hardest part is finding one with his Scattering Calamity. So now we can actually look for it this way. And I can take off the Divine requirement to show you just what I found out while I was searching for it. So all these are going to be real cheap. Again, it's those stats, those 3 stats. You know, this has 2 of the stats. You know, 1 of the stats. Unfortunately, I can't search it in the left because I don't. Once they're desecrated, you can't search it that way. It doesn't allow us, I guess, to search desecration on console. But then you go into like the top of the top, and I mean, these are just fake anyways. Most of these are fake. But see, this is ideally what you want right here. Obviously, you're not going to spend 3,000 divines on it. But level 20 Feast of Flesh, which you're not going to use at all. You can, but you don't have to use it at all. Level 20 His Scattering Calamity. And then it's got the increased spell damage per 100 max life. The chance for spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles. 5% damage is extra damage of all elements. That's from a soul core or a great rune. And same with the chance for spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles in the socket. So that's the ideal staff you want. You know, mine that I'm selling, which I may go up. Looking at that, nobody's at the end of the season, like you said, trying to get it. It's not bad though. I mean, it's exactly like mine that I'm using. It just has a little less on the chance for spells. You know, I'm overcapped instead of undercapped, basically. But same 6% spell damage. The expensive parts are the jewels, for sure. When you get into the build, I still need another jewel to overwrite this. But, and then this one I had. I went to go buy a Heart of the Well, and they're pretty pricey if you get exactly the right stats you need. Because, excuse me, I don't need the damage taken from mana before life because I have no mana. And the Culling Strike really doesn't affect this build because it's only 17% of nothing. So still nothing. You ideally want recover 2% of max life on kill. And then if you can get, even more life, which I need to look at getting a better Heart of the Well, which I'll do right now. Because when I end the stream, unfortunately, I'm just going to probably stop streaming tonight and pick it back up tomorrow. But with the audio cutting out, because I'm on PlayStation, when I restart the app, it's going to cut the stream off anyway. But this one, you want Fulmination, but you don't really want Tolerant Equipment. You want this one. I couldn't find one that had both. And like an idiot, I didn't read that you can only have one at a time. Yeah, you want Toxic Tolerance for immunity to poison. So you would want Toxic Tolerance in combination with Fulmination, which is the one that I had in my tree already. That's just giving you more damage. I'm using Tolerant Equipment on this one because it gives basically immunity to bleeding, but I can still be poisoned. So finding one that has both of what you need could be pricey. Not really sure. What else do we have? Prism of Belief. This was like 2 or 3 divines, but it's only a +1. You want to get a +3, but man, let me tell you, that +3 is going to be pricey. And then the Undying Hate. This was 9 divine. What's crazy is even in his video a month ago, he said they're about 9 divine, and they've stayed 9 divine the whole time. They didn't go up, they didn't go down. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I need to find a better jewel. We need a better Heart of the Well. This is the hardest part of finding this thing, though. Because it's desecrated, it will only filter the enchantments from the corruption, if that makes sense. All those green lines that were desecrated, you can't just add it to your search and then filter it that way. So unfortunately, this is the hardest part for me on PlayStation, at least. Hopefully they fix this in the next patch, but normally what I do, just to get in the ballpark, is I'll come over to Trade Filters. I'll put divines at a max of, let's say the max I'm willing to spend is 10. And then you can normally find closer stats to what you're trying to find. Not necessarily, you don't have to buy that particular one, obviously, but it just shows you what you're looking for, in my opinion, a little easier this late in the season. Because, see, we're looking for damage as extra fire, crit spell damage bonus, 2% max life on kill, lightning damage hits to be lucky. That thing's probably expensive as hell. So this one has recover 2% max life. It's got extra damage, but as lightning instead of fire. But then we don't need the crit chance, we need crit damage, and we don't need the cooldown recovery. We need the chance to be lucky. So it turns into just a long game of going through all this shit. And what I hope that they do is fix it next season to do like this. I'll just show you prismatic ring, Yeah, it's fine. To me, they need to fix the abyssal stuff to do this, where I can just filter item by stats, and then boom, it throws everything I need right here. And then I can change the minimum values, maximum values, or even start dropping stuff off that I actually don't need. it really comes into play when you're looking for the chest piece, the body armor. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on buying another jewel because it's gonna take a while. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out on console how to search in the stats like you can on PoE1. But I was just actually talking with my buddy about this today. I think they made this on PoE2, they launched it, but then they refined it for PoE1 because it didn't come out on PoE1 until the newest season dropped. So I think we'll get the new refined version in the next season on PoE2. Because in PoE1, when I come in to add stat filter and I click it and I'm right here, I can type in here. You know, I could start typing. I could hit edit search and start typing and go through every stat that's in here, right? But on PlayStation, you can't. You push L3 and it goes up to the search items at the top every time. I don't know how to bypass that. So that kind of sucks. But that being said, when you're looking for an armor piece, if you're on PlayStation, what I recommend doing, this is just the easiest way I found it. This is a stat you want. You want this on your gloves, you want this on your boots, you want this on your chest piece. So what I recommend is once you find it, just filter item by stats, and it actually throws it over here. Unless I'm just retarded, I cannot find this stat in the stat filler. It does not exist in here. I can go through it slower. It doesn't exist in here. I've checked so many damn times, and there's a lot that's missing out of here. There's a whole lot that's actually missing out of here. And then this is all explicit, and then this is all the pseudos. But you can't search implicits unless you do this as well. But now that I have that in there, you know, I can take out the cold res. We don't need res. And then hit L1. Now that's going to be in every single result. And then what I do is I start filtering it even more to where I'll come up here, look for the highest armor, and then say that one, okay, that one has some pretty good stats. And then I'll filter it again, come back over here, cancel my first filter, and then we don't need evasion energy shield. That's a rune. I don't like runes. I don't like seeing items that have the runes because I'm going to put my own in anyway. But yeah, that's how you can kind of start refining your search a little bit better to find exactly what you need. But yeah, I hope that helped somewhat because I know it's a struggle on PlayStation right now searching for things unless you go to the actual website. But then what's the point? We're not, you know, you got to have your computer or your phone or something next to you at all times, and it's just like, But I'll give GGG credit. They did it good in PoE1. Once I figured it out that you could just search in the search bar. And if there is a way to do it, it's not clear to me. So I need to get rid of all this stuff that's never going to sell. I'm just going to junk it. Throw some new stuff in here. Yeah. I thought people would want to maybe, you know, 2 tier 1s. I thought people would maybe want to craft their own, you know, their own gear with stuff like this, but nobody did. So, and I'm not crafting. I don't have the resources to craft. You gotta have a lot of money to craft because you need a lot of these damn omens. Omen of Whittling, Omen of Dextral Coronation, or something like that. Not Dextral Coronation, but it's one of these. These things are pretty damn expensive. I just realized I need 3 of those on this character. Yeah, it's up to you guys though. If you guys want to see me stream more, let me know. I'll have to restart the stream though to get the audio back, which sucks. But I would have to restart it, start a whole new one. I can sell this real quick. Try to make some of the money back I spent. Let's do Exalt. What's that? Cowardly. Is Cowardly not the expensive one? Oh, shit. Oh, that's the cheapest one. Damn it. I should have ran Victorious. Can I even get some Chaos for it? 5 Chaos. Wait a minute. 5 Chaos. It was 84 Exalts. Did Exalts go down? Oh, they just switched real quick right there. You saw that? But yeah. Like, so it only sold for 84 Exalts, but yet I got 125 Exalts basically. Alright, cool. Just a second ago, though, that rate, if I would have caught it quick, I would have... Oh. I don't even know if I won Exalts. The way they fluctuate like that, you saw that? It's going 100 at a time. It's fluctuating 100. Yeah, I don't care. I'll keep the Chaos. I'll keep the Chaos. Oh, I only have 5 to get a new jewel. None if I'm trying to pay back my friend that invested in this build with me. But with this build, my plan is to push and get the last Calamity Fragment and actually push the real Arbiter. I can't remember why I bought this. I think I was trying to use it on my monk, or I was going to use it on my monk, who has like 300 spirit and just get crazy movement speed without needing it on boots. Body armor is 2 armor per 1 spirit. Nah. And then I had this one for... Ooh, I could use this on this character actually. Actually, nah. It's not that good either on there. This would be more for life cost efficiency. This would be more for the Blood Mage, which means I'll actually put it, if I ever go to her and fix her. The Blood Mage Witch had some cool tech where they were using this ring. So all of those projectiles would fork because they would put it on the left slot. So all your projectiles would fork. So that Gatling gun turns into the whole screen just, you know. It was pretty cool. But I bricked that character for now. Couldn't even use this. I think I could get some extra damage using this inside of my Titan build. But in his video, he talks about you could use it, but he didn't. So I was trying to make mine as true to his as I could with what I had. Tried it with Astramentus, didn't work. I tried it with this Heart of the Well, didn't work. I needed that life recovery. And yeah, this was the wrong Undying Hate Jewel. Amanamu. You want Tech Rod. This was only on the Blood Mage. You don't need it. On the Titan, just to show you guys, because I originally was going to do it on the Blood Mage, but that jewel gets socketed where? Oh, yeah, that jewel gets socketed on the Blood Mage. Right here. And it just allows you to get this for free, I think. Wait, no, that's not the one. My apologies. Okay, that's what it is. So it's in the Pain Entombment area, but the one you end up getting Zealot's Oath with the Blood Mage. Because you're basically using all your life regeneration, but it goes towards your energy shield. You stack energy shield. But with the Titan, you don't need to stack energy shield. It's all about stacking life. It's all about stacking life and life regen. Which I need a lot more life. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. It's coming along. It's fun. I definitely recommend you guys playing it if you can afford it. They have a version that's all rares that you can do too. It's just not from the link that I saved, but there are versions out there that is all rare gear. Where's my XP at? 43. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use that. Leave it on so I don't forget. Can I afford a 19 in there without killing myself? Maybe an Orb of Storms. That's another thing. I got to figure out how he's getting his remnants so fast. Like, if you guys watch his video, he's casting Orb of Storms, and his remnants are just, you know, immediate. So I got to figure that tech out. Frost Bomb also leaves behind a Cold Infusion. Yeah, but it's been fun. See, rarity. I think I sold all my 180s. These are just 160s, 170, 156, 157. Yeah, so I'll put 70 down here. 66. Just looking at the rarities. So hopefully get some more divines tomorrow. Rare monsters. This one can come out. That's what I can look for. Some XP tablets, I guess, while I'm still in the buying mood. I know rituals are going for like a divine. 200 Exile. Oh, wait, that's not even the right ritual tablet. Yeah, I just want the regular one. That's crazy. That rituals have got that high. I remember I sold one for 1 Orb of Annulment like an idiot. I guess, well, they're 2, but yeah. Could have got more. Oh, one use. I see what these guys are doing. They're selling it, and if you juice up your map to get precursor tablets back, they're using it down to 1 and still making money from it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was selling mine 10 uses. Like an idiot. No, I just need tablets to have XP. Damn it. Can't put an S in there, apparently. Fucks it all up. Just any tablet. XP. Damn, tablets went up crazy. Man, get all this fake shit out of here. I can't stand that. I can't stand that fake stuff out there. I'm not paying more than 100 exalts for a damn tablet. I really just want to find one with XP. So I can filter it. There we go. There we go. Doesn't have to be irradiated. Doesn't have to contain Azmiri spirits. Just has to have XP. 10 exalts. Boom. Give it to me. What does it go up to? 20, I think. Yeah, it goes up to 20. Alright, so buy that. Map. Boss. Experience is only 7. I wish it would let you save your search. Just let us save the search. I don't want to put all that shit in again. It's more than likely the only way I'm going to find what I'm looking for. Experience, where are you at? Like, why is this fake shit allowed to be put up there? You know what I mean? Like, 25 increased magic monsters for an insane amount of exalted orbs. Like, just delete the shit. Stop letting people put up fake shit. It just floods the market to where you can't find what you want. And people might be doing this on purpose. So this is a conspiracy theory I have. People will, like, flood the market with bullshit so you can't find what you're actually looking for. Because there's just so much, you know, randomness out there that when you're looking for it, it's hard to find it. So you almost, you know, give up looking for it. And then that way they can snatch it all up on PC because they can search it easier. Maybe that's it. But I don't know. Let's do minimum 18. Again, I don't care about the shrines. I don't care about that. God, these things, yeah, they're expensive. That's crazy. People made a killing off me. I used to sell tablets for like 2 chaos orbs, 3 chaos orbs. And now they're up to 19, 35, and they're not even maxed. Like, shit. I think I messed up selling all my stuff when I thought I was done with the season. When I came back and saw these prices, man, I could have made like 3 different builds. Could have made like 3 different builds. You know, I'm getting tired of my layout. I think, who's it, Alva? I'm gonna go back to the shoreline hideout. After going to theirs, yeah, I kind of missed this. This used to be a lot bigger. Oh well. Yeah. Well, guys, sorry about the audio bug. I was going to stream for another couple hours, but I'll have to end the stream, unfortunately, until GGG fixes the sound issues on this game. It only happens in Abyssal, by the way. So, if they watch or if... Wait, why did my spear... Oh, I must have used my second weapon set last. Damn, I kind of want to run one match with my... What did I? See if I still got it. Or my invoker. That's not the right invoker. That's the right invoker, yeah. Well, we got him past the sorceress. Sorceress was my first character this season. Started with her. It was her. It was her, then the witch, then Deadeye, Ranger, then the monk. I got both of them to 96 because I used, once I found that lightning arrow build, it was game over. Leveled him up with lightning arrow, poison burst, and now he's molten Molten Blast, which is awesome. He's a lot of fun, Molten Blast. Then I made the Ritualist. And then I made the Titan. Well, Warbringer originally. Just swapped him today. But yeah, guys. Since I don't know what's going on with the sound on my end or on their end, I'll call it there. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys, enjoyed. And yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Later, guys.